Because you believe in good and evil more than you believe that the Father is abundant and loving and wants to provide and give for you every single need that you could possibly have. This is why people suffer. Because people believe, they put their belief in good and evil more than they believe that the Father is abundant life within them. Now, if you could change this belief, it would completely change your reality and your world. Belief is everything. All that you are witnessing around you is belief. The world is made of the exact same energy that your thoughts are made of. What you are witnessing, when you are witnessing visible reality, is consciousness made visible. It's consciousness made visible. How did it become visible? Where did it come from? That's what we're going to talk about here today. So, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And you know how it says that? In the beginning was the Word? Okay, well, I don't know how many words you've spoken without thought. And you might think, oh, I've spoken a lot of words without thought before. Well, perhaps not. Perhaps you didn't put much thought into it. But I'm telling you, if you didn't actually have a thought in your subconscious mind, the words wouldn't come out of your mouth. So the beginning of this is actually consciousness. It came before the Word. How do we know that this is true? How do we know that this is true? Well, I know that this is true because I witness it in my life daily, literally every single day. Whatever we happen to be talking about the day before, all of a sudden that weird random thing we happen to be talking about just happens to pop up within a few hours or the next day. All these synchronicities that are not synchronicities, of course. What they are is visible consciousness. Is what they are. So let me give you an example here of something that happened the other day. Maybe this was a while ago now. So I went in. I used to I used an office out of the Holistic Health Center here in town, and a chiropractor's office. So I go in there one day. Didn't have any clients. Just pop in to go say hello to the wonderful people there. And the woman who owns it, completely stressed out, totally stressed out. She comes in, she's like, or I come in, she's like, comes over and she's, I don't know what I'm going to do. So-and-so just told me that they're going to quit and they didn't give me any notice and blah, blah, blah. So she's all stressed out because she doesn't have an employee to work for her. Well, no big deal. I tell her, someone will come to you. We're manifesting this right now. I have no doubt in my mind, you're going to have somebody come to you. Don't worry about it. We talked for maybe a little bit. I leave. Within an hour, she gets a phone call asking if they're hiring and has somebody come in and immediately start working. Why did this happen? Because there was, I deeply and truly deeply know that the Father, the Divine, wants every good, and I'm not giving this masculine energy. I'm just saying the Father because that's what I'm calling it. It's all. It's just love, the Divine. I know that the Divine is only love and wants perfect wellness, wholeness, well-being for every single soul here on this planet. At all times, 100% of the time. That this is the divine intent, is for you to be cared for and to be perfectly cared for. So she had a need, and I knew that the Father, the Divine, fills needs. Where it sees a need, it fills a need. And that the only thing that would stop this from manifesting a need, the only thing that would stop it would be your own thoughts, would be your own mind getting in the way of it. And these thoughts carry with them a electromagnetic frequency. They carry a frequency. not an electromagnetic frequency. They carry a frequency, and through electromagnetism, they are then returned back. So whatever we're sending out, when we have a need, we go, oh, I need this thing, and we send it out. That carries within it a frequency. And if we send out this need, like I have this need, but along with it, I have this need and it's not being fulfilled, we are sending out that frequency. Rather than saying, I have a need, and sending out the frequency of knowing that need will be met very shortly. Very shortly. When we send out that exact same thing, I need this, and expect it to be fulfilled, then we're sending out a completely different frequency than when we need something and we send it out and we expect to not get it. It's a completely different vibe. Think about that for a second. So if you say that you have this need, feel that feeling of just a need. Ooh, right? It feels like, oh, you're trying to pull something to you. I need this. It's the energy of trying to pull something to you. Now, if you have that need, but you have this fear that that need's not going to be met, or that you don't have it right now, and what if it doesn't come, or I hope it's going to come, but it's not here and I don't know, that carries a frequency with it. Whereas if you know that the Father is love more than you believe in good and evil, if you know that the Father is love and wants to do its perfect love work within you, then you know that when you have a need, it will be taken care of. And so, oh, I have this need, but I can send out that frequency of saying, here's my need. Thank you already for fulfilling that need. This was what I did. This was what I did when I said, like, this is seriously no big deal. You're going to get somebody like immediately. You're going to get somebody here right away. Don't even stress about it. Why? Because I knew that love is really all that exists in this world. That's how I knew. But if you haven't experienced that in your life, it's purely because of your beliefs. 100% because of your beliefs. 1,000,000%. So when you have a need, like let's say, what's a need that you have right now? Oh, I want this in my life. There's something I want in my life. Okay. I want you to feel what you have that's attached to that. I have a want, I have a need. And if it's not being fulfilled, what is the other vibration, the other frequency that you are emitting from yourself when you think it and when you use your words and you're speaking about it? What is it that you're sending out? Because the universe responds to vibrations. It's all that it can do. That's the only thing that it can do, is it responds to frequency, to vibration. And these frequencies and these vibrations come from our thoughts, and they come from our feelings. So when you're sending something out, let's say that it's fear-based, and I'm saying I have this need, I need this thing, but when you send it out and you attach to it the feeling of fear, what is going to be returned to you? That thing that you need? No, it's not, because that doesn't resonate with that same frequency of fear. It just simply doesn't. So how are you supposed to get something that you haven't created? You can't, and you don't, and you won't. So if you want to have something in your life and you are attaching the wrong frequency to it, you are never gonna get it. So how do you change this? If you don't have any doubts when you manifest, when you speak something, when you say, this is something I want, I don't have any doubts about it, you're gonna get it. You're going to get it real quick. If you are a very spiritual person and your aura is real clean and you're not clouded over by hates and complaints and judgments and criticisms and things like that, and your aura is light and vibrant and just light based, you're going to get it real quick. But if your energy is not light base and you are clouded over with complaints and criticisms and anger, then I can almost guarantee you that the frequency that you are emitting from yourself is not going to be congruent with that thing that you're wanting. And it's not going to come to you. Let me give you another example. I go antique shopping. Love antique shopping. I live down in Joplin, Missouri. There's a million antique malls around here. So I go down about an hour south to a city that's got a whole bunch of them. And that day, I really like rings. And so that day, I'm sitting out in front of one of these antique stores. And before I go in it, I say, and I speak it out loud, I find real gold, real silver rings in here for $5 or less. Well, what happened when I went into that store? Obviously, I found real gold and real silver with beautiful, genuine gemstones in them, might I add, for $5 or less. 3 from that particular store. Beautiful rings. Why did this happen? Because I wanted them. And so when I sent out that want, I sent it out with the feeling of excitement, of knowing, of course, the divine loves me so freaking much. Of course, these rings are going to be in here. And they were. And they were. It was the vibration that I attached to it. So earlier that day, I was looking for a nice little wooden box. Just wanted a nice little wooden box. So I go into a store and I'm looking around and I'm seeing it and I'm like, dang, like, I know this is an antique store, but they were asking, you know, more than what I was wanting to spend on just a little box. So I say out loud, I might have been in the store at this point. I find a box that is perfect for $2. What happens? I found a box that was the most beautiful, ornate, beautiful wooden box for $2. How did I get it? Because I spoke the word, and I spoke it with the expectation and the excitement that I already had it. I already had it. It was a guarantee. I knew it was in the store here because I spoke it out loud. And if it hadn't existed, you know, some people think like, well, what if that store just didn't happen to have it? What if it didn't exist? We're creating it. So just because you think it doesn't exist, you're right. It doesn't. But because I spoke it, I created it. So if it didn't exist 2 minutes before, it certainly does now. And I'm going to go and I'm going to find it. Time has no bearing on anything. So if we're speaking something and creating it and we're saying it, and you think, oh, it's not going to be here yet. You're right. It's not going to be there yet. But if you are speaking it and you are creating it and you believe, of course, this is going to be here for me, then time has no consequence. And of course it's going to be there for you. Maybe somebody heard this want, the universe heard this want or this need 3 months ago from you because time doesn't exist. And so it provided it for you. But when you send out that want or that need, let's say that this is a financial situation, that you are wanting abundance to rain down in your life and you are just not seeing it happen. You're not being cared for. You're not being taken care of in your mind. I just can't get enough. Whatever the attitude, whatever the belief is, these things don't work out for me. Why does it work out for Johnny and Timmy and, Debbie and everybody else, but it doesn't seem to be working out for me? Feel the vibration that's in that. That's why it doesn't work out. Because there's, as we said before, there's no belief that is attached to it. There's a whole bunch of doubt of like, okay, well, I want to manifest this money. I don't know. Like, I hope. Don't hope for nothing. Hope means that you're doubting. Hope means you're doubting. There's doubt in hope. But what there is not doubt in is belief, is faith. So when you have faith that you are so divinely loved that every single need that you could ever possibly have will be taken care of, and you believe that, it will be proven to you. You will get proof of it because you've changed your belief, and your beliefs, your thoughts, are made of the exact same energy that this world and all the material things in it are made of. So if you have not been able to manifest, you need to really examine your beliefs in your mind and what is clouding it and what is in the way. Do you have some doubt? Now, here's why you would have doubt. Because you wanted something before in the past and it didn't come to you. What does that do? That's going to prove to you a few things. It's going to prove to you the beliefs that you're holding within yourself. That's going to prove that to you. But it might also prove other things to you. If you want this and you're like, how come these people can manifest and I can't? Well, what's the underlying belief that's there? There could be many. There could be a belief underneath there that's like, well, I'm not worthy of it, or I'm not deserving of it, or I haven't done enough work to be able to do it, or I don't understand it right, or I don't, whatever it happens to be. There could be so many beliefs that are attached to that. And all of those beliefs are keeping those things from you. And you say, yes, but it's so hard. How do you let those go? How do you let them go? Well, it's like small bits at a time. It takes work. I've been a hypnotherapist for 10 years, going on 10 years, 9 years. And through these years, working with all of my clients, what am I doing? Well, I'm also cleansing, purging my brain, purging my past, purging my beliefs as I'm working with my clients. Whatever I'm doing for them, I'm doing for myself. I remember hypnotizing one woman because she wanted to start doing yoga and just couldn't find the motivation to do it. And so I hypnotized her for that, but totally forgot that I had done this for her. And all of a sudden that week I started doing yoga. This is, I don't know how many years ago, 8 years ago or something like that. And I remember doing it and thinking like, oh, this is weird. Like, I really feel like doing yoga. And I also had wanted to start it. I taught exercise classes for about 20 years, maybe more. But yoga was one of those things that I just didn't do, couldn't get into, whatever, but I wanted to do it. So I do this session for this lady. All of a sudden that week, I start doing yoga. It doesn't even click in for me until she comes back the next week. Right, that's why I've been doing yoga this whole week, because I did it for you. Okay, this makes so much sense. It felt so weird when I went down to go do the yoga and was thinking why do I feel like doing this right now, but loving it and was doing it. But I knew that it was a little strange. Why? Because everything that I'm doing for somebody else, I'm getting for myself. So it takes small bits. So if you're all of a sudden, on this spiritual path and on this journey and you're wanting to change all these things, just know that it can happen overnight if you have an enlightenment, but that it takes a ton of work. It takes a ton of work. I worked with my friend who's a psychologist. She's a hypnotherapist as well. She does brain health. She does all kinds of things. I worked with her for a long time. Me and her would exchange sessions. Why? I've been through some stuff in my life. Been through some stuff. Many a thing through my life. Been through it. Tough things. Difficult. Hard things. I'm not alone in that. I see my clients and I'm like, I know I'm not alone in that. Honestly, though, I would say that maybe even just judging through my clients, I have been through some stuff in comparison to some other people. Many, many things. So there was a lot of things that needed to be healed within me, because every traumatic event, every traumatic thing that you've put yourself through or that you've done or whatever's happened, it implants in your subconscious mind, and beliefs gather around it, and these need to be cleared out. They just need to be let go of. They need to be healed. And you do that through hypnotherapy, through hypnosis, through deep subconscious healing. This is what you do. You could do it through meditation, but you know what? There's billions of people on this planet, and the whole reason that they're here is because we're here to help each other. I 100% believe that. So we don't need to do this all on our own. Right? And I made this mental cleanse series here. If you haven't listened to that, I have a playlist, a mental cleanse series, and it is actually free group hypnotherapy sessions to help you cleanse your mind. I made these when I had these enlightening experiences up at my cabin, because I knew that at some point I wasn't going to be able to keep up with my clients, and I want to be able to help everyone in the whole wide world, and I want to be able to do it for free. And so that's why I made that series. So what does it do for you? It helps you to cleanse out all of the pain and the trauma from the past, the sadness, the grief, the guilt, the sorrow, all of the things that we've gone through in our life so that we can set ourselves free. You'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth does feel like freedom. And the truth is, the only thing that actually exists is love. Every need, every want that you have, it's already fulfilled if you just get your own mind out of the way. And I know that this is a difficult thing to do because I've been there, done that. So here's the thing of it. I didn't used to manifest in the way that I can now, which lets you know that if you currently aren't able to manifest, all you need to do is work on yourself and cleanse your mind, and you will also be able to do this. The higher the vibration that you're carrying in your body, you know that Esther and Abraham Hicks, how she's always talking about the vibrations. The higher you vibrate, the faster you will see your visible manifestations happen in your life. Now, they're currently always happening, but if you are at a low vibe, you're attracting low vibe things into yourself, into your world, and you are manifesting at just the same rate. But when there's something else that's in the way of it, you're not manifesting the thing you want. You're still manifesting exactly what you're putting out, but it's not the thing that you want. Like I said, so if you say you have this need, oh, I want someone to walk up to me and give me $220, and you say it and you speak it, but you don't believe it. You don't even believe that that's possible. You're going to manifest that. You're going to manifest not the $220, you're going to manifest the belief that you have underneath it. But if you speak, someone walks up to me and they just hand me $220, and you speak it, and it's with excitement, and it's with anticipation, and it's with no doubt, someone's going to walk up to you and they're going to hand you $220. Both ways, you manifested exactly your belief. But when you have trauma from past, even from past lives that's not healed, when you have trauma that you're carrying within yourself, you are going to be sending out a frequency and a vibration that is not necessarily in alignment, because you maybe haven't felt the love yet. You maybe haven't experienced some wonderfulness in your life, and so you maybe don't believe that it's possible. And as I said, we manifest our beliefs. So if you don't believe that it's possible, it will not be possible for you. All we are doing is manifesting belief. It is belief made visible that you are seeing in your life every day, all day long. Okay, so what I want to do for you guys here is I want to speak a divine blessing over you. I'm just going to speak whatever word, the divine spoken word here for you. If you're listening to this, then this is meant for you. So this is going to help you to let go of something, maybe a past traumatic experience or belief, something that you are manifesting or physically holding inside of your body. Whenever you think about your past and something traumatic, that thing that just popped into your head right now, that thing, think about it for a second. I want you to notice that thing and how it physically feels in your body when you think about it. Think about it for a few seconds. That past traumatic event that just popped into your mind, the very first one. What does it feel like holding it in your body? Yeah. So the fact that that popped up, that past traumatic event, and the fact that you are holding it and feeling it in your body means you're still holding it within your energetic system. So if you want to heal yourself, then you need to let this go. So I want you to, for a moment here, imagine what color it is. What color? And it's whatever first pops into your mind. What color is it? Orange? I don't know. What color is it? Okay, and notice where you're holding it there inside your body. Now, whenever you become aware of this energy being activated within your system here in the future, I want you to imagine this beautiful, brilliant, divine, white, loving, pure love light is pure love and pure acceptance raining down physically on that part of your body, inviting love into your heart space, into your mind, in your brain, in your body. And just invite love in. And as you invite love in, and you continually do this any time that thought comes up, that past trauma comes to mind, as you become aware of it, what you were doing is you were training your brain, you were training the neural pathways to take a different pathway, to take a pathway of love rather than a pathway of pain or fear or whatever it happens to be, or embarrassment or whatever it happens to be. You're training your brain to take a new neural pathway. So this is very important. So I want you to remember this, to start doing this for yourself. Start being mindful and aware of what it is that you're doing to yourself, of what it is that you are creating through the beliefs that you're holding in your energetic system. Your energetic system, this is your life force energy. When you are going with the flow, with the divine flow, your wants and needs are met automatically. It is only when we go against the flow of the divine, when we decide we need to control what's happening on, rather than listening to that little intuition that says, go here, go there, go do that. You should go talk to this person. Go over here and do this. When you're listening to that, you're going with the flow. When you're not listening to that because you think you need to be in control, you're going against the flow. And it's going to be hard. It's going to make your life difficult. Belonging and being accepted by people that aren't kind, that don't emit a lot of goodness. Maybe they have chaotic lives. Maybe they destroy themselves. Maybe they go through so much suffering. And maybe you're allowing these people to be in your environment. If this is the case, divine alignment is going to be really tough for you. Let go of the people and the wants and the desires that aren't serving you, that are actually toxic. And as soon as you let go of that toxic energy, your energetic system will be free and clear. Whew, it will be like a breath of fresh air, and you will rise up being closer in alignment with the divine, and things that feel closer in alignment with the divine will flow easily and effortlessly. They will just flow into your life. It will feel like a wonderful relief. As this blessing is being spoken over you about belonging, this is the word, this is the importance of this message, is that feeling of belonging. And I want you to know that you are not alone, even if you feel alone. But that belonging is, you belong with people that are in alignment with the same frequency that you're emitting. And if you're in an environment that's not the case, it's toxic. If it's lower, if it's a lower frequency than what you're emitting, it's toxic for you. It's not beneficial for you. Goodness that wants to come to you, kindness, good friends, happy, loving people, accepting people, they're sitting there waiting to flow into your life. Their energy is just waiting to be attracted to your energy and to be pulled into your life, just like this, overnight, just like that. As soon as you let go up and clear up, as soon as you let go of and clear up your energetic system. You have then increased your life force energy, and it can radiate farther, better. It can pull people from across the world into your, like, how is this that you can meet people from across the world or here or there? How do we meet these people that it's like, how did I meet this person? How did this happen? How did you end up in my life? How did I end up knowing you? Why? Because of the frequency that you were emitting. So when you raise your vibration and you get in alignment with divine love, then the people that radiate into your life, that come into your life, they will also be in alignment with divine love. So, I just got to say, sometimes we got to clean house. And it's the Lionsgate. I'm recording this today on 8/8. And this is about, well, it's about lots of things, but letting go of the old, making room for the new, have a new beginning again, change things up, change your environment and the people that are in your environment to something that's more in alignment with the truth. If you hang out with complainers, people that condemn other people, or they bully other people, or they're always gossiping and talking bad about people, this is bad karma that they're putting out. This is real bad karma, because it's going to come back and it's going to bite them. And they're going to play victim. Why is this happening to me? I don't know why this is happening. Well, it's happening because you did it. Because you did it. That's why it's happening to you. Because you either did it to someone else, you feared that it would happen to you, or you wanted it to happen to you. This is the only reason why things happen. So when you put out goodness, the only option is for goodness to come back to you. It's the only option. So allow that option of goodness to flow into your life. Okay, here's your blessing. Financial abundance and prosperity and blessings of loving relationships are already yours. Oh, this is exciting. This feels nice. It's already yours. And it doesn't stop there, because so many more wonderful things are headed your way. They're headed towards you, and they're coming right now. They're coming right now. Everything that needs to be cleared away is being cleared away so that these things can manifest. Your wants, your desires, can manifest in your life. Blessings of all kinds, loving relationships, financial abundance, passions being fulfilled, clarity coming to you. It's all coming. And along with this, good and wonderful, supportive friends and family surround you. And as you receive this financial abundance blessing and this blessing of loving relationships into your life and support, exactly just like you need that support of all kinds is coming into you. As you receive these blessings, know that it doesn't end there, and that when these things come into your life, all it's going to do is get you even closer in alignment with divine, because you will recognize that this is a divine blessing that is on your life, and you will manifest even more wonderful abundance in your life in all of its forms. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in here today. And please like, share, subscribe to my channel, please. Just like it. It just helps the algorithm so that my page can keep growing. So I can keep making these wonderful videos for you guys. But honestly, even if you don't, I'm going to keep making them. So there's that. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.